Good. Okay.
He's home.
He is home.
He's home,
Okay.
as far as I know.
Okay.
I saw Cheryl maybe a month or so ago. And I said, how's he doing?
Mayor, if it's okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. Okay. Good morning. My name is Rosie Stramberg. I am a project manager and duly authorized hearing officer of the County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency, the agency. I have been authorized to hold a public hearing pursuant to Section 859A of the New York General Municipal Law as amended, the Act. Today is March 22nd, 2023, and the time is now 11 a.m. We are at the Village of Bemis Point, 13 Albertus Avenue, Village of Bemis Point, Town of Ellery, County of Chautauqua, New York. The agency has received an application for financial assistance in connection with the following matter. Chautauqua Lake Hospitality, LLC, a limited liability company duly organized and existing under the laws of the state of New York, the applicant, presented an application for financial assistance, the application, to the agency, which application requested that the agency consider undertaking the project, consisting of the following. A1, the acquisition of interest in approximately 2.14 acre parcel of land located at 20 Lakeside Drive, Village of Bemis Point, Town of Ellery, County of Chautauqua, New York, the land. And 2, the renovation of an existing approximately 35,888 square foot multi-building facility on the land, together with the construction of approximately 7,245 square foot addition thereunto, consisting of third floor employee housing, a solarium, and a rooftop bar, collectively the building, together with the related improvements to the land. And 3, the acquisition of certain furniture, fixtures, machinery, and equipment necessary for the completion thereof, the equipment, and together with the land and the building, collectively the project facility, all of the foregoing for use by the applicant and or its affiliates as a waterfront tourism destination hotel project. B, the granting of certain financial assistance within the meaning of Section 85414 of the General Municipal Law with respect to the foregoing in the form of potential exemptions or partial exemptions from sales and use taxes, mortgage recording taxes, and real property taxes, collectively the financial assistance. And C, the lease with an obligation to purchase, license, or sale of the project facility to the applicant or such other entities as may be designated by the applicant and agreed upon by the agency. The project facility would initially be owned, operated, and or managed by the applicant or such other entities designated by the applicant and approved by the agency. The applicant or other such designated entities would receive the financial assistance from the agency in the form of potential exemptions or partial exemptions from sales and use taxes, mortgage recording taxes, and real property taxes. Notice of this public hearing was published in the Post Journal on March 11th, 2023, and provided to the Chief Executive Officer of each affected tax jurisdiction within which the project facility is or will be located by letter dated March 10th, 2023. The purpose of this public hearing is to provide an opportunity for all interested parties to present their views, both orally and in writing, with respect to the granting of financial assistance contemplated by the agency or the location or nature of the project. As set forth in the notice of this public hearing, comments may also be submitted to the agency in writing or electronically at the following email address: strandbr@co.chautauqua.ny.us. Subject to applicable law, copies of the application, including an analysis of the cost and benefits of the project, are available for review by the public online at www.ccida.com. This public hearing is being streamed on the agency's website in real time, and a video recording of this public hearing is being made and will be posted on the agency's website, all in accordance with Section 857 of the New York General Municipal Law as amended. In addition, a report or summary of this hearing will be made, and such report or summary of all comments received by the agency shall be provided to the agency's members and posted on the agency's website. Comments received in writing will also be included in the report and any summary of this public hearing. Is there anyone wishing to be heard with respect to the project or the financial assistance? If so, please just state your name and your affiliation to the town or community.
I'm Gifford Lawrence. I'm a Bemis Point resident.
You're more than welcome to state your comment.
Oh, I had a couple questions regarding long-term ownership of the property vis-a-vis the loans that are being granted. Whether there's a recovery option tied to the public dollars that are being put into this project.
Am I able to answer questions during the public hearing, Greg, or
At this
more
point,
just comments?
The purpose of this is a good question, and so we'll take those questions, and we're not gonna respond, it's not necessarily a Q&A.
Tell us who
but-
you are, sir.
Pardon?
Tell us who you are,
I'm
sir.
sorry, I'm Greg Peterson, I'm the counsel for the County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency, and just with regards to the public hearing aspect of it, we'll just take comments, and if it's a question, it's a good question, we'll try to pick up on that later, okay?
Does anyone else have? Yes, ma'am.
Melissa Myers, I'm a village resident. Regarding what you just read, there was a statement in there saying that the cost and benefit analysis is available on the CCIDA website.
Yes, ma'am.
I went there and I searched that website. I could not find it.
If you are on our website, there is a section for, I believe, news,
Yeah, I looked
public
Public meeting-
hearings.
Public hearings.
there, and all it did was restate the public hearing. It was-
It's right underneath that. There's a little link for the application underneath that.
It will say additional file.
I
And then,
looked there.
did you, okay.
I can show you after the meeting if that's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
I'm Jeffrey Molnar, I'm the mayor of the village of Bemis Point, and I do have to like to ask a question. We did have some comment from some members of the community regarding this project. And you know that you and I and Rich had gotten some of the questions answered, but there was a little bit of a concern that a couple of public members felt that the project was relatively underfunded. Typically by the small amount that the applicant is putting in out of their own funds. And then it sort of goes on into what Mr. Lawrence was talking about. You know, I think the end result of what these people are concerned about is what happens if this project fails, and then the property just falls into disrepair, or it's sold, or whatever. So I guess the question I think also would be, is there a bond that could be issued to the village of Bemis Point, so we don't end up with having to take care of a building that has failed, or a project that has failed. Thank you.
Yes, sir. If you could just state your name.
Yeah, Tom Wrights, I'm a resident. My question is about the pilot program. I downloaded the application form, and I believe that the assessed value per thousand is wrong. You know, I mean, he's got, somebody has $26 per thousand, a little over $26 per thousand. We come up with $31. You add all the taxes together and divide by the amount of taxes by taking it off the GIS website. So I believe that the savings on the pilot program is a lot greater than what's shown on the application. Now, somebody probably would have to check the numbers, but I don't believe they're correct. And my other concern is whoever filled the form out is using $3,500,000 for the assessed value of the property, but when they put another $6 million into the property, when does the assessment go up? I mean, this is a 15-year program for your pilot. I mean, you can't have, I would assume you can't have the assessment as $3.5 million for 15 years when the place is worth supposedly almost $10 million. So the pilot program numbers just don't compensate for a reassessment either. He's got the same numbers for every single year for 15 years. It's for the increase in the assessment. I mean, when would a place like that be reassessed if everything went according to schedule? Within 1 year, it'd be a $10 million hotel almost. And they're going to be only paying taxes, or the assessment would only be $3.5 million. Seems kind of bad to me.
Are there any other comments from the public?
Just one more. My name is
Yes.
Joe Rada. I'm the superintendent of the Bemis Point Central Schools. Just a question regarding the pilots itself and the IDA's relationship with the school districts.
Mhm.
Bemis Point has typically never had these types of agreements before. And in the last year and a half, we're up to 3 right now. And individually, they don't necessarily have that big of an impact on the district's revenue stream. But now that we're getting more, it is. And I guess my question is, what can the IDA and the district do to better communicate with one another so that I'm aware of these situations and that we can plan to address them? That's the only question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other comments from the public? Okay. Let the record show that no other members of the public have indicated a desire to comment with respect to the project. The time is now 11:11. Any written comments received by the agency with respect to the project or financial assistance will also be included in the minutes of this public hearing. I therefore call this hearing to a close. You can stop the recording. Now that the